First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Herbert to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Now, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This is taken at about the 14. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
Squeeze, double.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A'Shawn Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
Check pass.
Rodgers now to throw. Steps away to his left. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And that's gonna be incomplete. Good. Trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 24, watch 24. 49, check 49, check 49.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
20. 54. Mike, 54. Come on. Bring it to you.
Now Wentz on third down. And Jeffrey's got it. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Down and man inside. Down and man. Tight dog. Tight dog. Tight dog. Check 24. Check 24.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
That's 22, Max 22. Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Slams. Rip. Quick Dan.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, watch it. 2 jet. Watch safety creep. 22 jet bombers. Sunday. Smooth. Sunday.
From the 39, Wentz. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here we go. 280. Side, solid.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd 7. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's it. Big hit.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
It's just me and you.
From the gun, it's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Mike 22 is coming. 22 is coming. Mike. Exit. Check 43.
They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
There we go, back. Waiting!
Check. Watch it before. I'm scared.
Watch twist!
On second down now, it's Sanders. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Go. 120!
55, Mike.
Tyson.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. A good pickup there. 26 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's going to air one out. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, no, they got the touchdown. It's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
Sunday.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Man, I got you.
Wentz now on first down. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Easy one.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Here's Wentz to throw. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Our time. It's our time. Switch.
On the ground, it's Cook. Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone.
There we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 31 yards there and a first down.
Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a carry for Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go. Great.
Hey, switch gears.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On second down, it's Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, down at the 41. Yard line.
Let's go!
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
Big Ed.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On the carry, it's Cook. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Come on, boy.
Topper.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Hey, Wahoo.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
25, check 25.
80 weapons.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert, blitz coming, and down he goes. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
That's going to be a long day.
Check.
Now Cook running right.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
I know you feel that.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Matchbox lights.
SOS.
Kill. Black.
Hey, turn it up.
Mike's 22.
Great 57.
We got to get to the ball, T. We got to get to the ball.
On 2nd and a couple. Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
Let's go.
On 1st down, it's Sanders. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Check nickel.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill.
Now Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Here we go. 120.
Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it. Back.
Hey, empty.
Wentz now on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Slam. Alert flare.
Mike 22.
Throwing his Wentz. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Man left. 4 down.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 35. I'm coming after you.
Shoot.
On first down, Herbert. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 48-yard line. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Double tight. You got three down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Hey.
Rip right, rip right.
Second and 9 now. He'll dump this off to Cook. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Whip.
General West.
Check safety.
Hard. Hey.
I got him. That's me.
Mike 35.
Here we go. Shift.
Look at me. Score. Fight.
Back to throw. Herbert. There goes a deep ball. End zone. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are back within a single score. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now Cook. But he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 1st down, Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Switch. Joker. Check four.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
In your face.
Ready?
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Hey, Haywood.
53 is the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Herbert, flush to his right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That's how we do it.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Army. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. You can't block me.
On 4th down, Herbert taking a deep shot here for Hardman. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Wentz. It's caught by Sanders.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
That's a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Outside, solid. Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
Mike's 22, Mike's 22.
Here.
Watch the curls. Mike 22, he's coming.
22.
Working from the gun, Wentz. Got his man, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Come on.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Greystone, Travis.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game.
Watch twist.
Once again with Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Ready, break.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Jet bomber. Hey, zoom.
35, Mike, 35. Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
35's the mic. It's our time. It's our time.
From the gun, Herbert. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 44. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
You see me out here?
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Tyson.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room.
Hey, other side, solid.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders.
Check.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Yeah, baby.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down.
Check.
Hey, Stash.
He's crashing.
Hey, empty.
Under crunch. Check three.
Here, shift.
Staying open.
From the gun, the Twins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down. No gain on the play. Second down coming up. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Eagles, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.